Alright guys,
Might be
I
like that.
am
It
live
sounds
now.
Woo!
So as soon as this pops up, we will unmute everything.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Oh,
Stop
man.
hurting yourself.
Xbox is raising live price.
Yep. And they just offered the $1 for the first month thing. It's just like switch on.
Desktop
It's gonna be
and
super
microphone.
expensive.
Alright guys, we are live with D&D again.
Yay!
I've already got them squirming, so I'm excited. Let's put some music in, but not too crazy loud. There we go.
Now, are we talking like worm type squirming or like?
You're gonna die type squirming.
I don't know, we'll see.
Don't squirm.
Yeah. He's already said he's gonna kill one of us off by session 15.
Oh, I was just joking about that. To the best of your
Yeah,
knowledge.
Or
it's not.
was he?
It's
We're
not going to
halfway
take that
there.
long.
Alright. So, last session, we ended off, the group is going to go inspect their new winery that they've purchased recently. And on the way there, they both encountered and defeated a false Hydra.
Woohoo!
They continued on to Clear Cross, where they stayed a night fairly comfortably and headed back on out towards Etherbrook. On the way there, they've encountered a band of goblins, and overnight snuck into the camp, talked to one of them, and have agreed to meet up today for some trade, potentially. D&D shopping, woo! So now, we see what they want to do.
Apparently I'm swimming.
You're swimming?
I was way up on the map.
Alright.
So we're in the morning, right?
Yes, it is morning.
We wake up. I've already told everybody about the goblins, what's going on, and suggest that we take our carts that way, but be vigilant.
Okay.
And we're gonna, I guess, head out.
Alright. Well, in that case, let's just go ahead and clear the map. And bring up... Where is it? There it is. Tiny little map. Goodness gracious, why can't I see anything? There we go. That's better.
He's so tiny.
Alright. Objects and tokens. Alright, so you... Who keeps drawing? I'm going
Not
to...
it. Not it. You see, I'm touching.
I think Tarzrak is feeling slightly chaotic tonight. I think he's causing some chaos.
No, that one wasn't me.
It was purple.
See, the purple line was my fault. I still had it on draw, and
Oh.
I was moving my character.
Alright. So, as you approach the camp, you will be coming from the top portion here.
Do we have an accurate count as far as how many goblins are in this thing?
We did.
I don't think we got a count.
I'm just saying, if things go sideways, how many goblins can we kill?
Why
I
would
don't
we kill them?
see it going that way.
You mean indentured servitude?
What?
I'm all about hiring them to run the winery, but
I
just
didn't
saying.
say higher.
Well, that's usually
Ah.
how this goes.
I can't enslave them. That goes against our moral standing. Some of us.
I mean, I'm fine with it. He's just got to go into slavery himself.
Bring it.
Okay. So, are you guys looking for any particular goblin, or are you just looking for any goblin?
I guess just looking for any goblin. I mean, we're ostensibly would probably be looking for the guy who, I believe it was Olgan made contact with.
Correct.
All right.
I think it was Zog. Was his name?
It was Zug. That's impressive. Yes, it was Zug.
I wrote it down.
All right. So Zug walks out of the tent, and you see him start looking over towards you, slightly panicked because there are more people here today than there were yesterday. He looks over and waves and goes, "How?"
Me being the one that met him, I'll go ahead and wave back and say, I told you we'd back for trade.
Is everyone here safe?
No harm will come to you if you do not try to harm us.
At work, maybe a little bit hungry, but that's okay.
Not a little bit.
We come with no ill intent.
Well, that's good to know. Okay, so what kind of things do you want to trade for? What are you interested in?
Completely forgot what they have.
What do you have?
They have? Yeah. What do you have?
Oh, we have all kinds of things. All kinds of things. We have, we have lots of trinkets, things from magical lamps, ropes, cords, farm tools, pointed caps of various colors, boots and lots of curly-toed fancy shoes, old socks, pigeons and wire cages. Those make wonderful snacks. Firewood, all kinds of things. And then we have goblin fruit, which is a delicacy here. But there's not much of it left because we can't grow it where we are now.
I wouldn't mind a robe if you have one large enough.
A robe? Oh, yes.
Or, well, a cloak with a hood.
Cloak with a hood. Cloak with a hood. Cloak
Yeah,
with a
something
hood.
like that.
It has to be red.
Why does it have to be red?
Yes, why does
To hide the bloodstains?
No, Red Riding Hood. Come on.
Oh.
I don't know anything about grapes. I do not know anything about grapes.
I'm not
Red.
picky with color.
Yes, Tarshak. You're not picky with color, okay? Just something to look pretty? Something to hide your head? Something...
To hide my head and face, mostly.
Oh, okay, yes, I can do that. And he pulls out, he kind of walks over toward the cliff edge and then points down at this tent here. They have all kinds of wares. It will help you out. They will take care of you. Just go down and see Digmas.
What was that name?
Yeah.
Digmas. G-I-G-N-U-S. G-I-G-N-U-S.
Thank you, 'cause love that voice, but it's so hard to understand.
Be like,
Oh, it gets
Goblins
better.
can't spell. Goblins
Yeah.
can't spell.
Okay, but DMs can. The elf wants to look pretty. It's not an elf.
mind if I call you Stitch?
Who is the Stitch?
You are Stitch.
I am Stitch.
Do you have any like short swords or anything for sale?
Yes, that Diesel. That Diesel would have weaponry. He is in the tent next to that.
Okay, I also have a small trinket for sale.
Ooh, trinkets, what you have?
It's a very rare. It's a Sprite inside of a glass bottle, and then I'll take out my Sprite inside a glass bottle and show it to him.
Oh. Is it dead?
Yes, it's a dead Sprite.
Oh, it is not as tasty as they know fresh. We could still do something on this. How much do you want for it?
I don't know. How much would you pay for it?
A snack is I'll give you 4 gold. It is dead, so it's not as tasty, but it's still good.
Alright, I'll take 4 gold for it.
Yes.
Grabs the Sprite and tosses you the gold, immediately pops it open and downs it.
Nice. And then, while you guys are talking, I'm gonna head down to the weapons tent.
Okay. Turfolk, you can speak.
What was the
Yes, I
weapons guy
can.
name?
Zotdizel. Z-O-T-D-I-Z... Yeah, Z-O-T-D-I-Z-E-E-L.
Zot Diesel?
Yes.
Nice.
So did the dwarf see this transaction?
No, I don't think so. I thought there was just 2 of you that went down there.
No, this was up top with us.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
then
you pulled the
yeah,
you
then
pulled the cart. So you
Yeah.
saw the Sprite get exchanged.
Chomp.
You just watched this goblin eat a fairy.
A dead fairy.
only
Yes,
good
it's a dead
fairy is a dead fairy.
He paid for it.
Okay. All right. So,
Which one was the cloak one?
right
The
here.
tent next to where I am.
All right. So, Drakentosh, how are you going to walk into this this tent?
Okay, so I'm assuming it's a tent, so it doesn't have like hard walls where I can knock or anything like that.
Right.
So I'm going to stand and kind of peer open the flap of the tent and say hello. What's the guy's name? Guz. What's the guy's name at the top of
Zotdizel.
Doug,
So
the guy at the top.
Oh,
of
the
No,
guy
Doug.
at the top
Zotdizel.
is Zug. Sorry.
Zug. Hello.
Okay.
Zug sent me. He said you might have some weapons for sale.
Yeah, I'll have all kinds of weapons for. Oh my God, what are you?
Yeah.
You see him start with his. Are you okay, Olgan?
I may have almost choked to death, but that's cool.
So he started with his back facing you, looking at his wares, and turns around and sees you, screams in horror, and backs up a couple of steps.
I'm also
I'm a
standing behind him.
Nagachi. I am half Naga, half human. I guess this is the first time you've seen one of my kind before?
Yes, you're definitely an interesting creature. No offense, of course, but
None taken. You're the first goblin I've met, so.
well, it's
So,
nice to meet.
Nice to meet you as well. So, what would you possibly have in the way of like a short sword or a rapier or something like that?
The what kind of like rapier are you looking for? Are you looking for anything special or just something that may have fallen off of a dead body?
If you have anything special, I'll look at that. I'm looking for something that I can wield one-handedly, as I suppose.
If it came
Not
off
a
a dead
two-handed weapon,
body,
a one-handed weapon.
came off a dead body, it doesn't seem like it was a very useful weapon.
Well, to be fair, I mean, that's a normal short sword. You find dead travelers everywhere.
That's no good.
I've got one short sword here. It is very basic. Somebody has told me that it has some kind of special power, but I have no idea how to use it.
Really?
Yes.
Can I look at it?
Well, yes, of course, of course.
And how much would you be willing to sell it for?
Well, I know I don't know how to use it, but I have been told it is very, very special and very rare. So,
It's a sword that farts.
I would probably let this one go for 800 gold pieces.
Did everybody else just throw up in their mouth a little bit? Like,
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm not the one considering it.
How about 100 gold pieces?
Can I look at it while they're talking?
You can, yeah.
I don't think I could let this thing go for anywhere near that.
Would that be perception or investigation?
What are you attempting to do?
To ascertain what this thing is that he's trying to buy or sell him.
Okay.
What is it?
Make an
Would I
art.
be able to ask
Arcana?
Diesel
Yeah.
if
50.
if my friend can look at the sword to figure out what it is?
Yeah, of course, you can examine the sword all you want.
What is it?
Oh, motherfucker, it's fucking blurry as shit. It's 12 plus 3. 15.
15? Arcana check. You would realize that this particular weapon does have several runes on it. With a 15, you probably would not be able to ascertain exactly what enchantment is on this weapon. You would be able to tell that this is indeed a very rare enchantment. It's not one that you're familiar with. Let's see, what else would you be able to get off of that?
My book bit me.
Your book bit you. You would be able to also ascertain that this is a command word weapon.
All right. 150 gold pieces.
I'm truly sorry, but something this rare, I'll have to insist it has to be around that price that I gave. This was not just off of a dead body. This particular weapon was traded to us.
Did they happen to give you any words?
Any words?
So, any sort of instructions on how to use the sword?
They said something in Inferno, but I do not know Inferno.
Did you replicate the sound?
I can try. It was something along the lines of
Which you, being a tiefling, would be able to recognize as a very broken version of saying dance.
Okay.
dance monkey.
Dance monkey.
Are you a betting individual?
betting.
Someone who likes to gamble on chance.
Not in particular, but it depends on what's up for grabs. Shinies always interest me.
What would you say to 200 gold if I could activate the sword?
200 gold if you can activate it. Ooh.
Make a
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
yeah, that word that's completely
Persuasion?
evading me.
Okay. I like persuasion.
See if you can persuade me.
Oh, motherfucker.
That sounds
One.
what? Did you
You
just
say
say
a
a
one?
1? A
A
2?
2? That's not better.
Yeah.
Plus 7.
Oh god. 2 plus 7. Good lord, man.
Still not better.
That's still not.
Can I help?
You
Yeah.
could assist. Yeah,
he
since
was
you're there.
haggling. He was haggling. Can I
Yeah,
get
he could give you advantage, or he could roll a second.
Oh yeah, let's go with his. Let's go with his.
What?
You may have been persuaded.
If one of you can do it, I will take that offer.
Drakentosh, may I? And I'm gonna extend my hand to.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna hold it away, and in Infernal say dance.
Nothing happens.
Dance.
You.
And I'm gonna do a
have-
little jig.
No, nothing happens. You also would probably be able to figure out that this is an attunement weapon.
How long does it take to attune?
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Give me a sec.
Allow me to look at this, and I promise you it'll work.
Take all the time you want.
For
So
15 minutes.
confident right now.
I'm gonna sit here for 15 minutes, and my tail is just gonna be ticking, like just oop shit.
Okay. While you're doing that, Centaura is in the other tent.
Yes. So it's Gignus.
Stupid
right?
Gignus.
I'm gonna scoot over, like while I'm holding it, staring at him to hear what's going on over there.
Okay.
Just
So I'm just going to go into the doorway, open the flap, and so it's a tent. Are they kind of small?
They're
Or
fairly small. They fit
Okay.
the 5x5. Like if you look, every one of these squares is a 5x5.
okay.
at this point, I'm making
So-
it like I'm meditating.
So I'm just gonna call to them in there and be like, Zug said you can help me.
Yes, of course. Of course. Looking for.
I'm looking for a cloak that will be able to cover my head and face with the hood.
Well, why would you want to do that? You're such a beautiful shade of blue.
I may or may not have someone after me,
Oh,
and I'd like to have it for when I go to a place that I am unfamiliar with, at the very least.
oh, okay. He didn't follow you here, did he?
And I
No.
doubt that. It's more of a for a destination we intend to go to.
Oh, okay. Yes, I've got that. What color would you prefer?
Something inconspicuous, so maybe a brown or a gray.
Ooh, yes, I have several browns, like 3 or 4 different colors of browns, and then I've got about 50 shades of gray.
You did.
I saw it coming, but it didn't
Oh
know
my
to go
god.
there. It
Goblins
went
just
there.
went dark. He was waiting for that. You could tell.
Really?
He was hoping.
Legal join.
Really?
Is there a back room to this tent?
Hey, Joe.
There's not.
D&D.
The mountain.
Oh my god.
Giant
yes.
crevice. The mountain. That's what's behind that tent.
But yes, I do have several different cloaks. They're each about 3 gold pieces.
Okay.
So whatever you want, just take a look around and choose, and come back up to me and let me know whenever you're ready to check out.
Can he see me?
No. There are.
Sitting?
She would not be able to see you
Oh. If I stick my hand up.
through the tent.
No, no, no. Like, I'm sitting on the ground. If I stick my hand up, would they be able to see my hand?
Oh, you're talking about Zot.
Yeah. That's
Oh
happening.
yeah, Zot can see you. Zot can see the entire tent.
Do you have a black and purple one?
She's in a different tent.
Never mind. That's what I was trying to get. I was trying to, like, while I was sitting there while they were talking to, like, see if I can ask.
She's in Gignus's tent.
Yeah, she's in
Yeah.
Gignus's tent over here.
Yeah. Can Gig
You're in
I think
Zot's.
he placed himself between the tents, but I think
Yeah.
there's like flaps.
Yeah, you would
Shoulders
have
and
to.
stuff.
He would not allow you to leave the tent with that particular item in your hand.
Alright. Dang it. Alright.
Okay, and Olgan,
That's
you're wanting to ask Zug about the lamps?
Now, which lamps are we referring to? The magical lamps?
Yes, the magical lamps.
They are enchanted, with a minor illusion enchantment. They have the ability to go invisible, and they have lots of luminescent bugs inside that light up throughout the night.
How bright would they glow?
Or they cover like a good 20-foot area.
Genital lamp.
Okay.
Wrong kind of lamp.
Yeah. And where would those be?
I want to sing so bad.
There's
Sing Genie in a Bottle.
Oh god. What can of worms will we open tonight? Tarzrak's not even on camera. He's hiding.
That's not the creepiest thing ever.
Oh gosh.
those are actually not that expensive. They're only about 10 gold pieces each.
Where would I find those?
I have those.
You have those?
I do.
I would like to buy one from you.
I was thinking like the Arabian
Absolutely.
Nights, Arabian Moons song, whatever. Intro song.
So. Oh god. Alright.
Arabian Nights?
So, yep, go ahead and swap those out.
Yep.
It probably is the orc's fault.
It's always my fault.
Okay. Turfolk, was there anything that you wanted to do, buddy?
That was
Yeah,
constructive.
which one is this? This is the armory type place?
Yes.
Okay, I want to pop in here and ask him if he has come across any kind of a gauntlet or a bracelet with Orvish writing on it.
A gauntlet or a bracelet?
Yes.
I've seen a necklace with dwarvish writing on it in the shape of a gauntlet.
That's something that might interest me. Where would I find that at?
About that. That particular item is around the neck of the chieftain that ran us out of our town.
Interesting.
The bloody orc.
At this point, I've walked in.
Oh, hey! Wonderful to see you. Mr. Orc.
I want to make a Fantasy Island joke so bad I can't stand it.
But yes, we were recently run out of our home by by the
Wait, no, he's in my
Speaking
tent. He's in my tent.
speaking of not having a home, how would you be interested in, possibly having a home?
would you go make it so that we could get our home back?
We can offer you jobs in a better home.
But a better home and a better life.
I like our life.
Would you like to be able to travel and sell your wares? Be
I'm
able
gonna
to
make a
collect more things
sarcastic
to
joke.
sell?
I would like to be able to go home.
I'm gonna make a sarcastic joke about, yeah, a better life about a winery we know nothing about.
A winery?
Have
Are
you
you
heard of
all
a winery?
alcoholics?
What?
Some of
No,
us.
Entrepreneurs.
Some are recovering.
We recently, as a group, purchased a winery, and we're trying to find people who might want to live and work at the winery
I'll see.
for a fair wage.
Or for free.
While that is appreciated, I would prefer to go back home.
Where's your home?
My home is in the Black Marsh, the Black Swamp. We were run out by the Black Swamp tribe, which, dwarf. Those words would make your spine turn cold.
Okay.
That is the tribe that wiped out your village.
Oh,
Yeah,
Huh.
okay.
I wasn't gonna
I,
laugh. What?
I'm vaguely familiar with them.
Vaguely.
Would we be able to see that he's a little shooken?
That would. Are you visibly shaken, Turtle?
My normal stone-faced demeanor is turned to concern, possibly even fear.
All right.
I'm gonna turn to Tolfolk. You know something of these so-called orcs?
Uh, when I was a young dwarf, I was away on an errand for my father. When I came back, my entire village was destroyed, everyone murdered by these same people.
Oh wow.
Sounds like you could use some revenge.
Ooh.
I definitely believe some justice needs to be rendered to these people.
I like the sound of this. I like where
Justice,
this is
revenge,
going.
whatever you. Who kills for fun? Not okay with me.
trial by combat is fair.
I walk in the tent at this point.
Oh,
Justice is a big deal.
Has it been 15 minutes yet?
It has.
I love how
Dance.
all of us are in this
An
little
inferno.
baby tent.
Okay. So, do you attempt to hold on to it, or do you toss the sword in the air?
No, I'm holding it, and I'm just while I'm sitting on the ground holding it, meditating. And once I've figured it's been 15 minutes, I will in infernal say and hold it up, dance, see if it.
Please make him dance.
Do the you can dance if you want to.
Okay. Is there anything in the area that you were attempting to target?
Oh god.
Oh god.
Like,
Recontosh.
technically the roof, like to go up. Just
Wanted a Drekentosh.
whatever it is to go up.
I'm mad
Alright.
dancing skills, just so you know.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
Oh shit.
Oh, snap!
You gonna
alright.
blow this poor goblin's tent up, bro? It's not cool.
What kind of attack is this?
That would be a miss.
If it's a spell related, that's a +7, 10.
Yeah. That would actually be a finesse weapon.
Finesse. Is it like I'm swinging it? I'm
Yeah.
confused.
It
Oh,
uses
okay.
your attack modifier.
Should be like +6 then. So yeah,
Plus 6.
9.
9. Okay, yeah. Like I thought. That is a miss.
Okay.
It does not attack what you tell it to. It instead flies 30 feet in the air.
Okay.
And goes 30 feet out into the campsite.
Like, pew.
Yeah, so it lands roughly here.
Was anybody walking around?
It's not currently. It's currently hovering above the ground right here.
30 feet?
30 feet away, and just swing.
So I'm guessing it ripped a hole through this guy's tent roof.
It did. it was like whenever you throw a pencil through a piece of paper and just.
Do you know where that just went?
I think it might be out there.
Let's hope so.
The confidence.
I-
I think it might be out there.
What sort of material is this tent made out of?
It's made out of leather.
Okay. I'm going to take some time with my cobbler's tools and patch the tent.
Well, before he does that, I'm gonna look at him. Do you just want to give him one of our tents?
I
But
think we should look outside the door and see if the sword's outside.
Yeah, I want to go outside and go towards the sword.
Okay. On the way out, he goes,
That's 200 gold pieces, please.
I'm just like inching my way towards the door to peek out there.
Alright, I'll pay him 200 gold pieces and then go out and get the sword.
Well,
Okay.
can I say
So-
something because I'm hearing this bet, and I'm gonna say, what was the bet?
If I could activate the sword, it was 200 gold for the sword thingy.
And Goblin, you know what this sword does?
I have no idea.
He didn't.
Well, it did something that would be considered activation, if I'm not mistaken.
well,
So it's 200 gold pieces.
If
Sorry
you
about
Yeah,
the hole.
activate
I
it,
paid him 200 gold.
oh, to buy it,
To buy
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
you guys failed.
Well, I
wasn't
got it
buying
down
it.
from 800 gold.
Well, you could have done.
Pretty sure.
I'll give you 200 gold, or I get the sword, and with your 20. So.
Oh, well. Wasn't
But I
me.
mean, 200 is better than 800, so I'll give you that.
alright.
I'm fairly certain I know what this sword is. The problem is I don't speak Infernal, so I would have to
Would
possibly
I
have
know?
Omen teach me how to say dance in Infernal.
Yeah. Would I know if it could be said in another language?
It would need to be activated in Infernal. This particular sword was created by
Okay.
a creature that speaks Infernal.
Okay.
So there's no way to like
Uh,
reset the language.
We're
Nope.
all outside.
Can he teach him it?
He
Just
can
like
teach
that
him how to say it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The goblin wasn't saying it when I was holding it. He was still holding it. I know how to properly say it, so just.
Alright, so there is the there's the
Quite
magic item.
interested to see what it does. So we all go outside now at this point and see it just kind of just chilling.
No, I'm still in the tent.
Centaura, did you find a cloak that you liked?
I'm going through 50 different shades. I gotta find the right
I was gonna say, what shade of gray are you going?
No,
Oh,
I'll
This-
just find
this
just a
This is
medium
the,
shaded gray and
Oh, dang.
Oh, wait.
All right.
It's always the quiet one that's kinky.
Right? You went halfway
yeah,
through it.
dancing short sword.
yeah. I'm right in the middle there. Yeah. So I'll just pay for my cloak and I'll leave the tent.
Alright.
So he's paid. I'm gonna walk out too to go look at the sword with him.
Okay. It is still hovering. Obviously you've got the sheet so you know what it can do.
I don't.
He posted it in the chat.
Yeah, it's in the chat.
If this sword doesn't make us all break out into a dance,
Eh.
I'm very disappointed.
You can use a bonus action to
Very
toss this magic sword into the air and speak the command word. When you do so, the sword begins to hover, flies up to 30 feet, and attacks one creature of your choice within 5 feet of it. The sword uses your attack roll and ability score modifier to do damage rolls.
Oh, that's cool.
While the sword hovers, you can use a bonus action to cause it to fly up to 30 feet to another spot within 30 feet of you.
Yo,
As
it's
part of
like
the same bonus action, you can cause the sword to attack one creature within 5 feet of it. After hovering, the sword attacks for the 4th time. It flies up to 30 feet and tries to return to your hand. If you have no hand free, it falls to the ground at your feet. If the sword has no unobstructed path to you, it moves as close to you as it can and then falls to the ground. It also ceases to hover if you grasp it or move more than 30 feet away from it.
Boomerang spiritual weapon.
I was thinking Thor's hammer.
Yeah. Proficiency with a short sword allows you to add your proficiency bonus to the attack roll for any attack you make with it.
Which I am proficient with short swords. So I'm guessing if I grab it, since it's attuned to Omen, will it actually come to me, or?
You would have to attune to it.
I'm gonna pick it up. What's interesting is the word is dance. In my other language I know.
Will you teach me how to say dance in that language?
Yeah. Hold on to this and I'm gonna pass it to him.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna...
it once to him. Practice that for now. I see her coming out with the cloak probably at this point. I'm interested to go talk to this person real quick.
Right,
And I'll come back. It takes about 15 minutes to get this thing adjusted to where to listen to you.
Alright, so I'm gonna take the sword, sit in front of the campfire, and practice saying dance and infernal while I'm messing with the sword and attuning to it.
Yes, Tarzak, you should. Go ahead and...
I'll go over a few times while I'm standing with him to make sure he's pronouncing it pretty decent.
Well, if he's going to be there with you for a while, attempting to help you, then you get to roll this with advantage.
Are we still trying to repair the tent? Is that what we're doing?
No, he's attempting to learn the word. This is going to
Okay.
be... Infernal is one of the hardest languages that he can learn, so this is going to be a DC 14 to succeed.
Ooh.
Oh, crap.
Ooh. You get advantage, though.
Yeah, with advantage.
DC 14 of what? Just a straight roll, or is it something?
Straight roll.
Yeah.
Alright. So there's...
Oh.
Does he get any modifiers on it?
Intelligence?
So
For that,
I don't
probably...
think intelligence is going to help.
Intelligence, yeah.
No, intelligence is not going to help me. It'll make it worse.
Yeah, so you can continue to practice with that. And you can roll again for that in a little bit.
Alright. So he says it, and
right
then
now
I
you're the equivalent of... Yeah, right now you're the equivalent of
I'll just
somebody from my hometown attempting to speak Spanish.
Gracias,
senor.
Right now I am Joey learning French on Friends.
Yes.
Je m'appelle Claude. Je te plie bleu.
I'm just gonna look at him wide-eyed and just like, just keep practicing, and go walk towards the cloak tent.
All right.
Hit him on the head and say,
while he's walking there, I'm going to ask the dwarf, so our friends decided to leave a hole. Do we want to go grab a tent real quick for him?
I'm actually attempting to repair, because my father was a cobbler, which means he worked with leather and made shoes and stuff. So I have cobbler's tools, and I'm attempting to repair the tent, which should be a simple repair.
Makes me wish I had picked up mending.
All right.
Sorry.
Go ahead and attempt to repair it.
I thought it would just be like whoosh, like my other sword, but nope. Different kind of whoosh.
Yes, it did.
How long does it take me to repair this?
Give me a tinker. Would it be a tinkering roll for that? I would say. Let's see. You've got a proficiency with your cobbler's tools. So what is your? I will. Don't worry.
Tinkering's for like clockwork devices.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what would be the repair on that. Because we had something similar to that. Yeah, and since you're proficient in it, go ahead and do a survival and add your dexterity modifier. Or not your dexterity modifier, your proficiency modifier.
You want survival then?
Yeah.
Okay, I get a +2 to that then.
Okay. Plus your proficiency for the tools.
I don't know where that's at.
Should be
Since you've got the tools, since you've got the cobbler's tools and you're proficient in them, you would add your standard proficiency modifier to it. So another
Okay, so that's 2 + 2. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Which shouldn't be hard to fix the tent.
Oh,
So-
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He just flies right through that.
Better than before.
Yeah.
Full
So
design.
you get through with that, and you can't tell that there was ever a hole.
Now that I've done this, I want to. Am I in the tent by myself with just him?
I'm with you.
No,
You've
I'm
got-
there.
Okay.
Yeah. You
Well,
gotta
I
cover.
want to ask him more about this orc leader that was leading the
Yeah.
bandits.
You want to know more about the chieftain?
Yes.
Well, the chieftain is called Urdak the Defiant. He is a monstrous tower of an orc. His arm is as thick as a regular orc's thigh. He is terribly intimidating. I know that he has been losing some of his tribe to the swamp ever since it started to mutate. So he has had to exile a few of his orcs. They're terrifying mindless beasts, even more so than the regular orcs. But he does still have a rather large tribe.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry about your tent, and I'm gonna go out and join the others.
Thank you for fixing it. You have a nice day. Best of luck. Bring me his head.
Oot. Yes.
Walking.
Okay.
Yes. What can I do for you?
Do you happen to have a black and purple one of any kind?
Black and purple one.
Cloak.
One of cloak. Oh, cloak. Oh yes, yes. Do you want purple with black, or do you want black with purple? Or do you want black with the purple lining on the inside of it, or?
The last one sounds nice.
That's one of my favorites. Okay. I do have this one. It is a suede cape with a silk purple lining on the inside. It's got a nice sheen to it. It's beautiful. It is 3 gold pieces.
My head of 5.
Ooh, extra shiny. Thank you.
Thank you.
I can't help but
I'll
laugh
throw it
every
on.
time he talks to Goblin.
Turn around and walk out.
Oh,
Raise
God.
my hand as I walk out the door.
Oh god. Okay. So what else would you like to do?
Can I make another DC check?
I'm gonna walk over to him, yeah, and see how he's doing with the sword. So, try it again. Say, what's the word?
Give it a shot.
I'm
So
gonna
am I
say
rolling
it.
with advantage now since...
I'm gonna say
he's
it
there
to
with
have
me?
him repeat.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Perfect.
Yay!
Wait. Wasn't this an intelligent? Was an
Shut up!
intelligence check?
Shut up!
No.
That was
He
a
only
straight
rolled
roll.
14 and I rolled 14.
You got a 14. Alright, so you have officially learned the word. That's hilarious.
I taught him how to dance.
You literally. You were so lucky he didn't teach you the wrong word and not just teach you a cuss word.
Oh,
Would
that's
have been so much
funny.
more funny.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but see, I like to joke. It's what my wife taught me, was humor and to be positive. So he's learned this word, right?
Yes.
Alright.
Oh no.
There's a second word in those runes on there you could learn. You open the door. I'm just taking what's there.
Dragontosh, she's talking to you.
Does it? So do I need that second word in order to operate the sword?
It's like a bonus to it.
Is
Alright.
there a word to the off switch?
But
So
it's one you only want to use in
I'll have
dire
to try again
situations.
later.
You didn't even let him finish talking to you. He hasn't told you what the word is.
Alright, what's the word?
Bird is the word.
So you won't understand the word that I'm about to say, because that's all I'm going to say is the word. But it's infernal for... What should I pick?
Choices.
Poop.
We're just a bunch of children here, aren't we?
Yep.
I swear someone said
walk
feces.
up
I was
and-
thinking booty, like butt or something, but this poop's better.
Welcome to middle school.
Yep.
I walk up on this, and the look on my face just. It's this. What look?
Omen, you both speak infernal.
Just look at him and just little grin. And then let it go away before I look back over at Drakentosh.
I turn away.
Oh gosh.
Our party's already turning on each other. I like it.
Remember, only use this in extreme situations.
Alright, so let's try again. Alright, so I learned the secondary, the extreme situations word.
Alright.
Dancing
Yep.
poop.
Dancing poop.
I can't wait for us to be in a crazy battle and him just yell poop.
Oh my god.
Remember, you have no idea that that's the meaning of that word.
Got it.
You just know that word.
Oh,
Alright.
I'm gonna laugh. It's gonna be in the. We're gonna be fighting something.
We're gonna be fighting this big ass demon, and
He just says the
He's just gonna
equivalent
yell
to the
poop
word
at
of shit to me, and it's just like me and Tarzak are gonna both be like, huh? Oh.
Oh
So it's
yeah!
gonna stab
Oh
somebody in the
yeah!
butt.
Alright.
It's gonna be great.
Are you going to stop by any of the other tents, or are you guys done?
Still
and
at the
going to-
weaponsmith. So I was gonna ask him if he had any bows or anything of sorts that may help a ranger.
Any bones?
Bows.
Oh, bows.
Bow
Okay.
to pick.
Let me see here. Do I have any bows? I've got. Ooh.
We're gonna go find
Sit.
an elven encampment and buy this man a badass bow. Where the else lives? I'm looking at the map. Where they at?
Okay. Funny you should say that. I'll actually have a. I have both. We're at the misunderstanding, of course. I'll have a bow that is constructed of bones, rib bones, to be exact. It is a magical bow. It
Gives you a +1 to attack. That's probably the weirdest thing to hear it swap over was just
talk about this and then
it's a magical bow.
Smooth transition.
It grants a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls you make with it. When you cast a necromancy spell, it grants a +1 bonus to spell attack rolls. And your spell save DC increases by 1. When you fire a necromantic arcane shot from this bow, you deal an additional 1d6 necrotic damage. You can cast the Chilly Touch cantrip while you're attuned to this weapon, using Dexterity as your spellcasting ability. If you have the extra attack feature, you can make one ranged attack with your bone bow when you cast Chilly Touch. When you deal damage with this weapon with an attack or spell, you regain hit points equal to half the damage you deal. You can use this feature once and regain the use of it at midnight. Bone bows are the signature weapons of bone archers, fearsome order of archers who wield the forces of necromancy. They're locked in a deadly rivalry with the storm archers, and their conflict frequently spills over to affect others all across the wildlands. At least one much greater version of this bow is known to exist.
And the other bow?
the other one it's a regular bow. It's not much. It's just a simple +1 bow.
How much do you want for the bone bow?
The bone bow. It's a slightly special bow. It's not insanely rare. I would say 250 gold.
Piece of candy.
What is you think you said cold touch?
Chilly
What does
Touch.
that do? Chilly touch, what does that do?
Chilly Touch.
Chill
In
touch
five-
is cantrip.
It's good with hot dogs.
Helpful.
Good with
It
hot
does
dogs.
cold damage on contact.
Yes. Yeah, Chill Touch 5e. Cold damage on contact.
True.
Range 120 feet.
Jeez.
You create a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range. On a hit, the target takes 1d8 necrotic damage, and it can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn. Until then, the hand clings to the target. If you hit an undead target, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls against you until the end of your next turn. The spell's damage increases by 1d8 when you reach 5th level. Blah blah. That doesn't matter for the purposes of the bow. So yeah.
I'm gonna show him my bow and ask him what he would give for this champion's bow.
Champion's bow. Ooh. This is very similar to the bow that I've actually already got. It is a nice bow, though. I would give 150 gold pieces for this.
And I know I'm gonna have to roll for this, but if he'll do an even swap for the bone bow for it.
This is gonna be a high DC to swap out a regular bow for a bone bow.
Champion's bow. It was archery. Come on.
It's almost identical to the other one he could sell
Yeah,
you.
I know.
Autograph it. Autograph it first.
I didn't win.
He doesn't know that.
He doesn't know that. Yeah.
Good point.
So what's the question about the dancing short sword, by the way? And go ahead and make a persuasion check, Olgan.
So,
Can I
is
do
it
an
the same?
intimidation check instead?
You can. Depends on how much of a relationship you want to have with these.
I'll do persuasion. No, I don't. What I get?
Is it the same
Yeah, that's
damage
no
as
good.
a standard short sword?
Same damage as a. It should have popped up for you there.
No, I read it. It didn't say anything about the damage. Because a standard short sword is 1d6
Oh.
piercing, I think it is.
Yes, it does. It does standard damage, but it can do it at range.
Okay,
And
that's right.
it's basically a free attack as well.
Yeah. So I can throw it out beforehand, and then technically I would get like 3 attacks per roll per action or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah, I don't think I could do a straight trade. This is a fairly powerful bow. But 150 gold pieces for your bow. That's your bow plus 100 gold pieces, and you can take home these.
I'll do it. Why not?
Yay! Okay. I love doing business. Thank you for the shinies. Oh my,
Appreciate
those got very loud.
The
Can you
shinies.
tell me what the other tents may sell? The ones besides yours and the ones next to you?
Sure. Well, there's not a whole lot more merchant tents. If you go to the corner, that is where our chieftain lives. This particular tent does more of the food natures. And then these are just dwellings.
I appreciate that. Beard, do you have is there any website for that bow specifically so I can copy all the data?
yeah. Let's see here. Combo 5e. Oh wow. That's awesome. I completely guessed at the price on that and I got it right.
You see this guy? He tried to rip me off. I see you.
Alright.
I'm gonna bid him adieu, and I'm gonna head back to Zug.
Okay.
I'm going to ask him if I could find any supplies for disguise kit.
Disguise kit. Ooh, that's interesting.
Disguise kit. You could probably find things like that over there with Dignos. Dignos takes care of all of the clothing and accessories and things like that.
Okay.
What kind of disguise are you looking for? I mean, it's hard to disguise a lizard.
What if he's a chameleon?
I must say, you are the oddest looking kobold I've ever seen.
I'm not a kobold. I'm a dragonborn.
Oh, yeah.
Thought you'd be bigger.
Aren't you a little short to be a dragonborn?
And all of a sudden we just roll this for damage.
Oh, very well. To each their own. I guess we have shorter people here too. But yes, next tent over should be able to help you out with some sort of disguise. You all seem to have people after you.
Okay, so I just walk out, walk next door.
So did nothing.
Well, goodness gracious, okay.
Look, a rope holding the tent up.
Oh.
I just casually nick it with my sword.
You casually what?
Nick the rope.
Nick the rope. Oh. The rope comes undone and part of the tent starts to fall in on itself. You just hear.
Which tent did he come out of again?
This one.
Okay.
The weapons tent.
Just
Yeah, the
got
weapon
3 hits in that one.
Right? Like, we're the worst thing for this guy right now, in his eyes. Yeah, we gave him a lot of coin, but at the same time, like, we fucked his shit up.
Well, one was an
Okay.
accident, so.
Yeah,
Um,
true. It was totally an accident. I did not expect the thing to just jettison 30 feet in the fucking air.
yeah, you didn't have ratings there.
Immediate just.
outside.
Okay.
I'm on the
So-
outside of the tent when this happens. So if I walk into the other tent, as if nothing has happened,
Okay.
and
Hello.
I'm looking for a disguise kit.
Disguise. Okay. Full-blown kit, makeup, and everything, or are you just looking for clothing? Mask?
Full blown.
Yes,
With some
Full-blown.
platform shoes so he can be taller.
big,
Is the
little
dwarf
big
in there?
bowl.
No, that was just me being stupid.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, because that would be hilarious.
I do want to have a conversation with the dwarf after this.
Oh no,
Okay.
I probably swung at the door.
Yes,
Wanna-
yes, I do have, I have a disguise kit. Let's see. Disguise kit would match your size. So you're roughly on the goblinoid size, so I'd be looking at about 25 gold pieces.
I need something that's gonna fit my companions.
Oh, this isn't for you. I see. Okay, so your companions, most of them are average size, nobody. Well, if you've got a shorter dwarf with you, but for the most part, um, it'd be roughly 30 gold pieces for the normal size ones. Why do I keep going down to the low register for this? This is supposed to be a sweet goblin girl.
Okay, I'm a roll a persuasion check
Oh my god.
for 20 gold pieces.
20. Huh?
20, yes.
Which makes it
13.
You guys really should let me do the talking. Ooh, cuckoo.
I don't think I can do 20. I'll meet you in the middle and do 25.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Okay. One average sized disguise kit.
alright. Stand on a chair and say it to my face. Alright, so, Omen,
Hi.
do you want
So
to
I
have
wanna
a discussion with Turfolk?
ask everyone at the fire, basically, that's chilling outside. So does anyone know where this place is? This, what was it? Black Marsh?
Hell no dog gogak.
You do and you clean it up. I mean, wait, what?
What?
In Orcish. Hell no dog gogak.
Okay.
I know where it is, but I'm not at the fire.
Where are you?
I went up to Zug.
What are you needing to do with Zug?
Chilling with my homie.
Oh, okay, you just chilling with homie. Gotcha. Alright.
Chicken wing, chicken wing.
Oh, that's way northeast of Etherbrook,
Yep.
above the
Yep.
Othrund Oakweed.
I believe Olgan, right before we started this, said, I
Yep.
don't want to.
I believe he said yup. All right, so we ready to get back on the road to the
Oh.
winery? Figure out what the heck is going on over there.
Yeah,
Well,
guess.
I think there's an opportunity here.
For what though?
Opportunity for what?
Oh, with the goblins to help them out.
Okay,
Well,
they-
the winery is on
Dwarf
the
already
way.
tried that. The dwarf already tried that, and are you talking about giving them jobs and stuff like that,
No,
or are
no,
you
no.
talking
No,
about
no,
killing the orcs?
no. I'm talking
Getting
about
their home back.
getting their home back.
Well, the winery's on the way,
Right.
and the Black Marsh is way far past that. So I think we should, at least for now, figure out what's happening at the winery.
Right.
See if we can get that up and running, and then we can investigate the Black Marsh.
Well, I agree that we go to the winery first, but I feel that instead of having to backtrack to find out more information about their home, that we should find out what information we can first.
So while they're discussing this, I'm gonna ask Zug, have you kept any tabs on your home?
What do you mean by the tabs? What
Have
do
you
know?
guys ever? Well, have you scouted to see what's going on? To see how big this
From,
orc encampment is?
from a very, very large distance, it's dangerous in there. There are lots of things that are not natural. Even the orcs are suffering from mutations right now. I've seen creatures that turn into animals. I've seen walking plants. I've seen orcs that have their faces misshapen even more than an orc. No offense. I keep forgetting you're part orc.
I take no offense.
There are, to be fair, there are nothing like the orcs that I've met in the past.
I wasn't raised in an encampment.
Right, that is a good thing.
Do you know if
Well-
this darkness you talk of, is it coming from somewhere or is it everywhere?
It has slowly spread from the east. I'm not sure where it started, but it's been coming from the east.
Well, I want to thank you for your time, and I'm gonna hand him a gold piece and walk away.
Ah, well, thank you. I hope to see you again soon.
Well, hopefully we can do something about this orc problem you're having.
That sounds wonderful.
And I'm gonna take my leave.
Alright. Who's up next? Anybody else wanting to do anything?
I think we all wanted to go back up to where Zug was. Or, well, back up to the...
Back up towards the carts.
Yeah, basically. Well, I think we kind of had the idea of talking to Zug, but Logan already...
Zug or the chieftain?
Well, I mean, we were talking to Zug before. If we can try to talk to the chieftain.
Okay. Is somebody
So
going
he
to
was-
attempt to talk to the chieftain?
Sure, I'll do it.
I think Olden's the
Oh,
only one that
God.
can.
Oh,
Oh
'cause
yeah,
you
can
have
you
such
guys?
a
Do you
good
guys
reputation
speak
so
Goblin?
far.
They've been talking to us in common.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm cooler than y'all.
yeah. I mean, they have to be able to speak common to be able to do trade.
Yeah,
Nah.
they're trading folk.
Shiny, shiny.
Yes, shiny is one of their favorite words.
So, if I remember correctly, this is
Corner one. Yes.
Yes.
I'll go with them.
Okay. Are you just gonna walk in, or are you going to? Oh, look! All the scalies are gonna be the ones that go in.
Notice they all moved and just kind of just.
Is the tent open?
Open-ish, yes.
Well, I mean, the doorway.
Yeah, you can see in the doorway. It's not all the way open, but it's ventilated.
Okay, so I slowly walk in to make sure that I don't present myself as hostile.
Hello?
Hello. My group and I have heard that you were kicked out of your homeland, and we were wondering to see if we could get some more information.
Yes, what kind of information would you like?
Anything that could potentially help us if we made our way that way and got into a fight.
Oh, are you planning on taking on the orcs for us?
It's a possibility. It depends on where life takes us.
Well, if you're going up there, some things to keep in mind. Purely, off of what we know of the orcs, we have the chieftain, Rudak. He is massive. He is intimidating. He is scary. He also has, as his second in command, the witch doctor, Dardob the Grim, his butcher, which is just a nice way of saying his executioner, Shazam the Gargantuan. And he has 4 scouts, or at least he did last time I saw him. 4 hunters, and 5 warriors.
Jeez.
They would be a very scary thing to take on head on.
Would you like to come fight with us? I'm not there.
Yeah.
They would be a very scary thing to take on rather head on. But if you were to break them down into groups, you may be able to take them on quickly. The chieftain is your biggest concern. He is also extremely prideful. He is a warrior and is very, very prideful. He will take any challenge that is presented his way, as long as it is an honorable fight. The trick would be getting to him if you have someone you think could handle him.
How advanced is his fighting?
He is very formidable. He with only his warrior party recently took out an entire dwarven town.
Why did he want your home?
He wanted the entire swamp. He's territorial, he's mean, he's gruesome, and he takes trophies from anywhere that he conquers. He has my wife's skull as a trophy on his neck.
So, other than his pride, are there any other known weaknesses?
He is a mighty warrior. The only other weakness would be if you were to get him alone, and even then he's going to be tougher than your average orc.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
While they're doing this talking, can I attune to my bow?
Yes, absolutely.
What was
Did
the
you
name
change
of
robes?
the...
Huh?
Did you change robes?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I didn't change rooms right now. That's just where I was playing Pokemon.
Oh.
It's a question about attunement.
Yes. 15 minutes of heavy focusing on an item. You can have up to 3 items attuned to your person.
But that gives you the ability to summon it, doesn't it?
No.
No? Okay, so that's just...
No, summoning an attuned weapon is only a weapon that can be summoned. Like, Omen's sword.
Or if you're a fighter.
Or if you're a fighter, yeah.
With that feat. Okay.
Right.
Does that... Now, if you're attuned to the weapon, does that allow you to know where it is at all times? Or the status of the weapon?
If it's got boomerang stuff.
If it is an attunable weapon, yes, you should be able to know the details of the weapon.
Now, I have a spell that I can eventually learn for that, though.
Okay.
Technically, so.
All right.
Well, no, the reason I ask is I thought as an attuned weapon, you would know its location at any time.
I get you.
Yeah, you would know the attuned weapon's location, but the summoning,
okay,
on the other hand, is a special thing.
Only
Alright, so
I can do it because I'm special. Woo!
so the next time a sword flies up out of a tent and flies 30 feet out,
Sorry.
the attuned should know.
Which should, yeah. Well, if you remember, he goes, I think it was that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, that being said, I'm going to let you all deliberate on what your next step is while I go dehydrate, since you guys have been hydrating.
Alright, it's time to talk without the DM here. Woo! If we had sponsors, this is where we would inject them.
Hashtag boot Brad.
Oh,
So, by the way, I found out you can
Right.
write words in the little bubbles for your characters where we put the numbers. And I know Beard can see them.
I think he has to click on your character to see those.
Still, you just can hide it there until we get into battle.
Just hydrating all of them.
Alright, so goblins ain't trying to budge. We'd have to go kill some strong orcs. Pick them off bit by bit. But it's beyond where we're trying to go to see what's going on with their passive income potential.
Somebody's chilling in the
Hi.
chicken tent. Are we missing someone?
Somebody's chilling in what?
No? What? Chilling.
No.
The map.
I'm chilling.
Mars Rex still down there.
Yeah.
Now he's on the
Fine.
edge of a cliff or climbing up a cliff.
It's a cliffhanger.
Ram cliff.
And this is where we take a break.
Alright, so, what are we doing?
We literally discussed -7 things.
Yeah. So as far as I think we need to go to the winery.
Yep.
Regardless of what
Agreed.
we do. But I am thinking that this darkness that they keep talking of, and the fact that it's spreading outwards and towards the winery is going to lead us towards that anyways.
Just wonder if the orcs
Michael, use your words, not your fingers.
and the darkness are two different situations.
So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and fill them in on what Zug told me.
Okay.
That it did start in the east of where they were. So I do believe that they are, especially seeing how the darkness is affecting the orcs in some pretty nasty ways. I believe they're connected as in coming from the same place. I believe they're two different instances.
But yeah, it's influenced the orcs to act out.
Right, but if we progress
Orcs attack when they want land.
True. Yeah.
if we progress that far, we might as well take the, I guess, diplomatic stance with that.
I would. This is me being the ranger, would suggest dealing with the darkness first, because from what he has told me, it has poisoned the land and the people there, and it could be a chance that it could affect us as well.
Perhaps, just thinking out loud, we enlist the help of the orcs to go after the darkness, and then we can kill them afterwards.
That would be an evil act.
No.
The only
No,
thing I
it
can say to
wouldn't.
that
No.
is orcs are not
It-
willing to work with outsiders.
The first half of that sounded good.
And
The
then you
second
lost
half
us.
bad, and then the iteration, the rebuttal. I mean, there's probably a chance. I would say that definitely me and Olgan would most likely need to do the talking.
Can we use the goblin with the scrying glass inside of our cart and maybe scout it out ahead of time?
Dang, Il Doctor with the big brain over here.
We do know the names
Yeah,
of the orcs now.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
have
we,
some
we,
pretty
we
good
know the
descriptors.
names of two of them.
So
We're
I'm
still
gonna-
up at the top near Zog. We
with
could just ask him to describe
Zog.
us. Yeah, Zog. Ask him to describe us, what their home place was like that the orcs took over and whatnot. And they could describe any of the people, the figures they saw.
will that work for scrying?
You just got to be familiar with the area or the thing.
Yep.
We've been able to pretty much think of whatever for the most part, and it
Well-
shows us.
He told me about the land already,
Yes.
about the darkness, so we wouldn't need him. And how it's mutated and what it looks like. So,
Yep.
but I'm gonna tell Omen I may be half orc, but they see me as no orc. To Omen.
Hmm.
We can try. They may be willing with our assistance, but notice now they are no friends to half orcs.
I can only imagine with the speak of this darkness that's overtaken the lands that they also got pushed away from their home, which is what forced them to take the goblins home.
As the goblin said, they wanted land. That means they will fight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it seemed
I'm-
like
I'm
they were
not-
just trying to take over the entire area.
Yeah, orcs are the stubborn type. They if there's not an enemy to fight, they'll still stay.
Well, then I guess it all depends on their demeanor when we approach.
I would suggest leaving the cart somewhere they cannot find. The magical one, that is.
For sure.
Okay, so we're all agreed that we're continuing to Etherbrook.
Yeah.
Correct.
Are we agreeing to go scry first?
Uh,
Right.
The good doctor
I
said.
say, I say we
We can do
scry
that on the way, can we?
Well, we all need to be there to power it up, to the
Yeah.
max.
Not
Not-
describe.
Yeah, I don't think it's
No.
necessary right now. I think
Max
we
is
should
just to
focus
change
on the
the
winery
rules.
first, and then we can scrying and do all of that afterwards.
Okay, well,
once
what I'm
we've
gonna
dealt
do,
with the winery.
I'm gonna go. You guys decide what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna go hitch up the wagons.
Okay.
So, I mean, we can scry with a single individual and
Yeah.
just communicate from there. So scrying while traveling is probably our best.
It's not a bad thing.
And I mean that also gives us the ability
If
to
only,
scry what's our surroundings.
if only we had a way to communicate between the people steering the cart and those inside the cart.
Well, I mean, don't we have somebody who can thermaturge?
It's only
Thaumaturgy only does
It-
so much.
Yeah.
Oh my
And I'm
god.
a cast, and I'm a
That's
cast
amazing.
thaumaturgy and do ominous whispers on him.
Oh
So you
my
just hear
god.
you
a
need
bunch
like
all I
a-
heard there was
infernal
was
demonic
Ermagerd.
whispering just all around you like ghosts and stuff. Thaumaturge.
You okay, Roach?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh god.
I mean, there is a spell that does that, but I don't think any of us know it.
No.
But for what?
To communicate, like long
Oh.
distance like that.
I thought
I-
that's what his spell did.
No, it
Thaumaturgy?
just
No.
makes sounds or vibrations.
So
Something
your
where you
voice
can all
booms
vibrate
up
the
to 3
ground.
times as loud as normal for 1 minute. You can flicker flames, brighten,
Mhm.
dim, or change them.
I'm
You
gonna
can
say
be cause regardless tremors
the infernal
down
word
and
for
then
poop. Thaumaturgy.
Sounds so ominous.
Right? Alright, so what are we doing? Are we scrying
Roda.
or are we going to...
Okay, so we're going to travel,
It's a non-lethal
Yep.
boost Roda.
I
but
think
while
we're going to travel, and one person is scrying while we're traveling.
yep, I'm
Okay.
driving the carts because I hitched them together.
Alright, so who is scrying?
Not me.
well, I was the one talking to the chieftain, so I will scry because it's got to be one of the people that got the description of the chieftain.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I've
I
also
think there
given
were
you the
3 of us.
information of the land as well, so you're familiar
Yeah.
with that.
I'm driving the magical cart.
So this is
Well,
the...
they're together, but then we
this
still
is
have
the
like
orc
2
town that
horses
you
too.
see.
Yeah, so
Target.
What
they're
is this?
tied to the cart and tied to the magical cart as a train.
This is what he's scrying on currently.
This looks like something out of Morrowind.
It looks like
Why do
World
I
of
think
Warcraft.
that's exactly where he got that from?
The orc encampment.
Okay, so can I focus more on the chieftain
The chieftain,
or the head orc? Yeah.
you gather that he is inside. Oh, what did I just do? Broken
Yeah.
cell. Right here.
Thank
So
you, Jess.
not-
Stretch.
not being able to see him more directly.
Not from this angle. You wouldn't be able to. If he were to leave his tent, you would be able to spot him better.
Okay. Oop, where'd Omen go?
I'll be back.
Going
I'm still
AFK
here.
for a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, well, I'm not doing that, but I'm just hiding myself for a moment.
Okay, so we throw Drakentosh off the cart.
All right. So what else? What other information are you wanting to gather off of this?
No, we're saving the snake for the volcano, remember?
Gambit.
Well, I want to watch and see what activity we see in the village.
Okay. What you see is over here several regular-sized, basic build orcs, doing hand-to-hand combat and practicing weapon fighting. You gather that this is probably where the soldiers, the warriors, hang out. You see several orcs over here. Look like they're prepping some basic gear for a long trip, and they would be able to be discerned as scouts. And then this particular area over here, you see several orcs cleaning various meats. So this would be the hunter portion of the encampment. You see, you'd be able to gather that this is more than likely going to be the witch doctor and the blacksmith here. And this area here is the nursery, where you see lots of baby orcs.
Aww.
Child orcs.
Oh, there first.
Little baby orcs.
Hostages. What?
Wow.
Yeah.
AI.
The other various areas here seem to just be small residences. Not really a whole lot else to be seen throughout there.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's Omen at?
He's outside on the cart with me. We're driving.
I'm driving the boat.
Okay.
Alright, are you done scrying on this particular area?
Yes.
Can I do some micromanaging before we get too many hours in on the road? I want to exhaust 3 of my spell slots to cast Cure Wounds into my ring, so it'll have 3 out of 5.
Okay.
I would like to use my sorcery points to restore 2 more level 2 spell slots to cast it 2 more times, so it'll be full 5 out of 5 charges.
Okay. You're able to actually roll a d4
A d4?
for me, or actually a d6 minus 1.
2.
2. You're only able to expend 4 spell slots into the ring.
Okay.
You gather it is now full.
And then, can I take a 4-hour rest while we travel?
Absolutely.
That'll be it for me.
Okay.
Hey, real quick question on his ring.
Yeah. Go ahead.
If you don't know what that other spell slot's taken by, are you able to
He
cast
would.
it? Oh,
He
you
would
Okay.
actually know what it is.
Okay. I was curious why.
And it doesn't store the spells themselves, but the spell slots, right?
No, it stores the spells.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood it.
That being said, you would also know that you have a single cast of Unseen Servant in the ring.
Unseen Servant. Okay.
Use that how you may. I don't think you have the ability to learn that any other time, do you?
I don't. I'm gonna look it up right now.
What was it?
Unseen Servant.
Like
It's
a
like
little
Mage
goblin
Hand,
dude
but
you can
better.
use as a slave?
It's like Mage Hand, but better.
Yeah.
You act like I know what that is.
You can like touch things without
This
having
spell
to
creates
actually
an
touch it.
invisible, mindless, shapeless force that performs simple tasks at your command until the spell ends. The servant springs into existence in an unoccupied space on the ground within range. It has an AC of 10, 1 hit point, and a strength of 2, and it can't attack. If it drops to 0 hit points, the spell ends. Once on each of your turns, as a bonus action, you can mentally command the servant to move up to 15 feet and interact with an object. The servant can perform simple tasks that a human servant could do, such as fetching things, cleaning, mending, folding clothes, lighting fires, serving food, pouring wine. Once you give the command, the servant performs the task to the best of its ability until it completes the task, then waits for your next command. If you command the servant to perform a task that would move it more than 60 feet away from you, the spell ends.
So it's like a butler.
Yes. Bard, warlocks, and wizards are able to cast this typically.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so you all are on the road now. So I need somebody to roll me a d20.
It'd be Omen and I, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh. Is that plus anything? Perception?
No.
No? Okay. So I got a 15.
No,
Ow.
straight. Yeah.
Birds.
Okay. Who's driving which cart?
They're
I am
attached
on the
together, so
magical
I'm
cart.
driving the magical one. It's in front with the
Oh.
buffalo.
I am sitting on the magical cart.
Okay. In that case, if they're attached, you don't have to worry about one roll. We'll take Olgan since his was first. You have clear skies. The weather's nice. It's not too warm, not too cold, no rain. Your travel goes smoothly through. You got 17. Your travel goes smoothly throughout the day. You are just starting to clear the forest on the left side, and you're continuing to see plains land on the right. You're almost to a lake formation that you can see on the horizon as yeah, you'd be roughly right about here.
Yeah.
So as day comes to a close, you start to notice a lake on the horizon. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna look at Omen. How long have we been traveling? You said about half a day or a day?
No, this would be full day. Full
Full
day's
day?
travel.
Do we want to stop and rest?
You have roughly another day's travel.
Yeah, that looks like a good distance away.
Well, sorry, about another half day's travel before you get to Etherbrook.
Say it'd be wise to rest and be fully ready for whatever may happen there.
Alright, with that, I'm going to look around to see if I can see kind of anywhere to hide the carts, per se.
Okay, make a... You know what? Perception check probably wouldn't help here. You are essentially in the middle of a giant plains area. So you do have clear line of sight everywhere, but there is not any cover.
Alright. Looks like we're going to be in the open if we stay.
Do you all
We
take
already
your
know
plan
we
with
have
eyeballs?
we have one crazy lady coming after us.
Alright.
I'll whenever they pull over the cart, I'll step outside and nod to Omen, and then I'll jump on top of the wagon and prepare for the first watch.
Well, we haven't decided if we're stopping yet, because, again, I was telling him, you know, we have a crazy lady coming after us. We're in the wide open. Plus, we have assassins after us. Stopping in the open is going to leave us prone to attack.
But also, if we're in the open, we have sight lines in all directions so that we can see if anything's going to come after us.
If we stay, I suggest at least 3, and one that knows thaumaturgy at all times needs to be out.
Interesting.
Or we can continue the half days because our horses and the buffalo should be able to handle it. They'll need a full rest when we get there, but they should be able to handle.
You think we could push on?
Yeah, I'm okay with pushing on if everybody else is.
Will you go ask the rest of the crew? I guess what we want to call it.
Yeah, sure. I'll go back inside and gather everybody and explain the situation to see if they're okay with pushing for another half day before we take a full rest.
I love how everybody is talking about taking... Go ahead.
I was going to say
I'm
our
just
fellowship
waiting on you to
of no
figure
rank.
out something.
What?
I'm just waiting on you all to figure out something. You gotta figure it out on your own. I'm not gonna meta it to you.
I tried.
I'm leaving it up to the crew.
I mean, if
They
you
wanna
think we
stop?
can push on, we can push on.
Yeah, I'm alright with it.
My only thing
Centaura,
is
Michael?
we're in the open. If we stay, we can stay, but like I said, we need somebody on guard duty that can
I'm
basically
okay
yell
with
into the cart.
continuing.
Sure, we haven't got this far by being safe.
Beard's evil smart. Just saying.
So,
Do we have anybody that is considered a problem solver among the group?
Me?
what do you mean by problem solver?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Somebody roll an intelligence check.
Oh God, that would not be me.
Well, first, does anybody have pluses
Sure.
in intelligence?
Mine's
I
plus
have
1.
+3.
+3.
Okay, I have a plus 1.
wise.
Don't lie.
All right, whoever said
mean-
+3 should probably roll the intelligence check.
I have a +3 to survival. If it's just straight intelligence, I have a +1.
We're not so smart right now.
Did both of y'all roll that?
No.
I rolled a 7.
And Omen rolled a 2.
5?
So
Mine's
would
a
it be under survival? Or just straight intelligence? Even
It's gonna be an intelligence check.
just pure? Okay.
Yeah, attempting to see if you guys could ascertain. What does that end up being for you, Centaura?
The straight 13. I don't have any pluses to intelligence.
I mean, I could try, but
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna go well.
With my +1, if we're just doing straight intelligence, it's 13. If it's survival, that's a 15.
Let's see here.
That's problem solving.
Does it involve magic?
No.
I
Oh.
think.
18 and what?
+1.
19. Ill Doctor.
With the big brain.
Yeah.
+1.
Ill Doctor, you went and took a long rest, did you not? Inside the cart,
For 4 hours, yeah.
while it was moving.
Mhm.
That's the hint I'm going to give you.
Everybody else was in there, but I don't know what they were doing. I was driving the cart, so was Omen. So
we can continue moving, and we can take our shifts as we would have. We could potentially just do our watches like we normally would, but the watch
And keep
driving
having the long rest. Yeah.
Because you technically have got a cart that is in a different dimension that is not affected by the motion of the cart.
It was comfortable.
I mean, I only need a long rest.
So no. I mean, at this point we don't need to hide the cart.
We can just keep going. Yeah.
Well, I mean, except for the.
Are we
the
going with my
rest of the
original
horses
thought?
and Wagons.
Yeah, but you have to remember, the wagons are okay. We're good there, and the buffalo has 2 days. Horses have 1. There's 2 of them, so they're pulling half the weight, and technically the buffalo's pulling more weight because it's pulling potentially all of it. Because I hitched them together.
My biggest concern is this is unfamiliar territory, and it's night. So I mean,
Right,
are the
at
ones
night,
you
if you're
guys have dark vision?
Yes.
The ones right? Okay.
I mean that's the only thing is somebody with dark vision is going to
Yeah.
need to
That's
be
what I'm
out
saying
there.
is, Omen, do you have dark vision?
Yes.
So, like I
Got
said,
dark vision up to 60 feet.
Omen and I would need to be out there because we can do thaumaturgy and say, yo, back into the cart and wake us up. That's why I said somebody with thaumaturgy needs to be up because we both have dark vision, we both have thaumaturgy.
Actually, Beard.
Yeah.
My alarm.
Mm-hmm.
Can I rig it to where whoever's driving can pull on a string?
I mean, if you've got something long enough to reach in the doorway, yeah.
Got a lot of
We
hemp
have
rope.
lots of rope.
100 feet of rope, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a rope scavenger, come on.
I got 100 feet too.
So yeah, I mean, it's entirely possible.
Okay. So yeah, I mean we don't even need thaumaturgy at this point. We just pull the rope.
As long as there's somebody with dark vision.
I have
Or at
dark
least-
vision. I'll take the final.
I
Like
do
I
not.
said, Omen
I
or
have
I
I
can
have
stay up. I don't
dark
need to
vision
rest
up to
yet.
60 feet.
I mean I have dark vision.
I think
Okay.
I might be one of the only ones that don't.
I don't think I do.
Snake?
I was looking and I don't see dark vision in any of my stuff.
Bad snake.
I don't think he does actually. Okay, so who is taking the first shift?
I mean, I can still take the first shift as long as someone with dark vision is there with me.
I'll stay with you.
Alright. Ill Doctor, go ahead and make a perception check, and Drakentosh make one with disadvantage.
A perception check with because I don't have dark
Plus
vision.
4.
Come on. He's got it.
Never mind, don't worry about
let's
it.
see here. Okay.
That's a 22 on Ill Doctor's part.
I like these rolls you guys are doing tonight.
Yeah. I see where all of your luck has gone.
Hey, I don't mind.
Scarlet, his is a magical darkness with the dagger, which, since he's the one who activates it, he is able to see in it, as if it doesn't exist. Okay.
He's also able to set it on the cart and it stay on the cart.
Yep. Okay, so with an 18, you would be able to see any kind of issues that would arise on the road and able to to accurately dodge them throughout the night. No potholes, no animals, nothing hunting you that you couldn't see and dodge. So your shift goes smoothly.
All right, so Ill Doctor, you don't need to take another rest, do you? Since you only need like 4 hours a day or something like that.
Yeah, I only need 4 hours.
So I'll go back in and I'll wake up. Who's taking second shift?
I will.
Tarzrak and
I'll
anybody
sit
else
with,
for second?
you have dark vision, right, Tarzak?
Yeah.
Then I'll sit
Alright.
with him.
I'll wake up Centaur and Tarzrak, and then I'll go to my bed and go to sleep.
All right. Tarzrak needs you to make a perception check, and Centaura, you with never mind.
Jesus, y'all are killing
That's
me.
like a
Perception check.
26 or 27, isn't it?
Perception 19, 24.
24. Oh, look, two 24s in a row. Okay, in that case, you have the same situation happen to you. You're able to spot any kind of creatures that look like they may be on the side of the road, ready to strike out at the cart, and accurately avoid them. You don't damage your cart with any pebbles or any large holes in the road, and your shift goes off fairly smoothly as well.
Ominous pebbles.
Okay, who's taking the last one?
Omen and
I'll wait for it.
I was gonna say I could do it because I got dark vision too. So
okay, well that's
Oh.
3.
Yep.
All of you can roll a straight roll.
So if I have proficiency in
Ow.
land vehicles, what does that do per se?
That would give you advantage in this situation.
Woohoo.
Omen, that's an 11 plus.
oh my
12.
gosh.
I'm not very perceptive. I'm just very
Oh,
persuasive.
I got a 16.
You got a 16 plus what?
16 straight roll.
No, you gotta have something. The perception?
Oh, +1, sorry. I looked at the wrong P. So 17.
Okay, 17. That is solid enough. You hit a few bumps, but nothing bad enough to damage the cart. You're able to avoid anything that looks like it may be hungry, and you're able to continue driving the cart on into daylight. At which point, you
Can we say that the little hiccup was I tried to instigate maybe we go fast
yeah,
bit.
we could say that.
and the dwarf hyped it up and then he grabbed it and was like no.
Yeah,
After
like
we
no.
were like no.
Let's see here.
I'll say
Like
one
we
more
started-
instance like that, I'll kick you off the cart.
It was like we started fighting over the reins on who wanted to race the cart, and then you just took it away, and it's like, oh, okay.
On that note, you have reached Etherbrook.
Which way we're coming in from?
You will be coming in from the right. Or actually, no. You'd have to go around the water, so you would be coming in from this direction, from the left.
Okay. Yoink, yoink. Oh,
Oops.
that's cool. Oh, Omen!
He got a dancing sword, now all he wants to do is dance with everybody.
Are there 2
I
dwarves?
don't have it.
I know you don't have it anymore, but
Yeah, I've
You're-
seen.
Yep, there's 2.
Oh, there's 2 of me now too.
There's an imposter.
Bum,
There's two.
bum.
I told you there was something shady behind him.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
no, there's none. He's gone. He's dead. Rip.
And I can't.
Oh,
Rip that.
Turfolk will have a funeral for you.
Hey, so I'm happy to say that I did finally make my character look like my character.
You did?
I sent it to you in Discord.
Huh.
He's actually a purple tiefling now. Eventually, I guess I'll have to add in tail, but I'll say
Nice.
it's just tucked.
Okay, well, you
He's
can,
a tucker.
you can add that to your journal. You can
How do I
update
do
your
that?
character.
How do I do that?
Go to your journal.
Uh-huh.
and then you would click edit, and you have the ability to change that.
Ooh.
Where is it? There it is.
Fix it.
It did fix it.
It's tiny me.
Speaking of characters looking the way they are,
What's that?
speaking of characters the way they are, or the way they look, do you know if
I don't know how much progress he's made yet.
okay.
Okay. Now, that being said, what would you like to do? You do have a couple of people with you.
Yeah, don't we have the manager of the place with us?
You do.
We have.
So are y'all gonna be cruel and pull my alarm?
No, I'm not even. I'm gonna just. There's a building right to the left of us and right of us, so I'm just gonna stop the cart and get off.
And just so y'all know, the alarm only goes off inside the cart.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
Thing is, I just don't care to wake you.
Very quickly. Let's put 2.
And I am gonna head to this building first. I'm assuming they're being woken up.
So we don't know where things are, so we're just walking in random buildings.
I
this
am.
point,
I
it
don't know
looks like
about y'all.
How do we get the
gonna
girl to
knock.
show us around?
Yes.
Yeah, the Alita.
Alita.
Battle
just-
Angel.
I'm just gonna go to this door and knock while y'all are getting our servant. I mean, manager.
Welcome. I'm your new master.
Okay, so you knock on that door, and a human female walks out.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, that voice. Hi, I'm Olgan Uriel.
Hello?
What language do you speak?
Hello.
He knows what I'm asking. I speak like every language.
Yeah. You gather that she speaks very broken English. Or common. And
I
that's
got
it.
that from. Hello. Okay. What is this building?
Hello.
Home?
Your home?
Home.
Do you know of the winery?
Yes, yes, I know of winery.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Windows.
No, no.
Superman,
Lemon
no.
pledge.
Do you
Oh,
work at the
no,
winery?
You buy pledge.
I did work at winery.
Do you know what happened?
No.
I was waiting for it. I was trying to get there. I was trying to get there.
No.
Would you maybe work there again?
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Good to know. Have a good day. I'm gonna walk back to the cart. Which I'm
And she just
assuming
walks in.
are any of you awake? Did anybody wake y'all up?
I don't know.
Yeah, we
Did
were-
anybody
we-
wake me up?
We would have woke up naturally by now.
All right.
I'm gonna get back there and ring the bell anyways, hit the string just to make sure.
As Olgan
Alright.
gets back, I want to go, hello.
You weren't there. You didn't hear Consuelo over there, right?
Oh, that's funny. All right. So, are you waking? Are you going to talk to Alita, or are you just going to continue to?
Walk up to random houses. Yeah, we should talk to Alita.
I'm going. I'm good with that.
Y'all can
Okay.
go. I'm gonna walk up to random houses. Just
All right.
introduce myself. I'm your new master. No, I'm kidding.
Fear me.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I was ready for you to pick the next house. All right.
I mean, if you want to, I don't mind. I can do this.
They're all populated, but yeah, it's up to you guys what you want to do. You can either talk to Alita, and she can give you an idea of what's going on, or
Well, she kind of told us where everything was. I just don't remember because,
she told you roughly where things were.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go. Oh, after I leave my room, I'm gonna find Alita and lead her
Okay.
outside.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, we're here. It's so good to be home. I only wish that my sister had been here for this.
So can you give us a tour of the town and maybe we
Yes,
can
yeah.
investigate the winery a little bit and figure out what's going on?
Absolutely, absolutely. Most of the houses around here belong to the merchants. They usually come out to the shop once they see outsiders come up, or if people need things. Um, we have a fishmonger that lives back here, but the rest of the houses all belong to shopkeepers who used to work in the vineyards. Um, what kind of information are you looking for?
Well, if the winery were to get back into working again, would they go back to working in the vineyards or
Oh, absolutely. It was the most wonderful job, and most of us miss it terribly. There are a few peculiar characters that live here. Estel, she's a little hard to speak to if you don't quite understand her. Um, Brum, Brum's a little slow, not necessarily in his work ethic, but just like in the way that he speaks. I'm one of the more well-spoken ones here.
makes sense why you're the manager?
Yes, best foot forward for the customers and such.
So can you go over again what happened to the winery and what caused it to stop producing?
Well, the previous owners, the husband's health started to go into a decline, and shortly after, the vineyard started to dry up, and the plants started to die. The the winery slowly after that started to shut down. We were no longer allowed to be at the mansion, and I'm not entirely sure what has happened to the woman or if her husband ever perished. But all I know is it has gone completely empty for a while, and evidently, if you were able to buy it without being here, then perhaps they are presumed dead.
So do you
Yeah, that
know?
was about to be my question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say is I was just wondering if they weren't dead, then how that butcher was able to sell it to us.
He does what he
Oh.
wants.
I guess.
Do you know what, like you said that the vineyard dried up. Do you know what water source the vineyard uses, or
Oh yes, it uses the ethereal water that was used before. This mansion used to be a it used to be a monastery. It
so
was
it has
used.
like a natural spring underneath it or something?
It has a natural spring somewhere. We're not entirely sure where it comes from. Runs from the side underneath the house. Um, it used to be used in ceremonies of healing, and once that faith fell through the cracks, It was bought by our lady's ancestors, and it was used to profit from by making different sorts of magical wine.
So I mean, I guess
Has
we should probably.
anybody
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
has anybody tried going into the mansion
Oh no, heavens no.
recently?
No, it was news to us that it was vacant. It was news to me that it was vacant whenever you told me that you bought the place.
Upon hearing this, I just want to walk up to the mansion and see if I can open the front door.
Were we given like keys or anything?
Nope. You were given a deed.
Beginning to wonder about the sale.
Okay, so
So I'm gonna ask her real quick.
Let's see.
Is there some sort of mayor who would have the key?
oh, they would have had the key. The only people that live in this town are people that worked at the manor.
We have a rogue. He can pick the lock.
Yeah.
It's true. It
We
is
also have
locked.
We're
crowbars.
doing
It is
where
locked.
I'm going.
Yes.
I don't need keys.
You said it is locked.
It is currently locked.
With the way you've been rolling, you're gonna need keys.
Shut your face hole. That's
Ooh.
uncalled for.
So who's they, by the way? Because you just said they would have a key. The owners?
Yes, the patron and his wife.
Which they have since disappeared. Patron
Evidently.
likely disappeared. His wife is nowhere to be known or seen.
Correct, but no one has seen him leave.
Has
So
to
Okay.
your knowledge.
So maybe I could just knock on the door.
Go ahead and give it an attempt if you want.
Well, I'll let Brad ask his. I'll let Olgan ask his question.
Okay.
How long have you been gone from here?
Only a matter of months.
A lot can happen in months.
This is true.
So, who here besides you may have more information?
I was the right hand. So honestly, I would have been the only person they actually talked to. Rogue, are you going to attempt to pick the lock?
Actually, I'm gonna knock on the door. Really, I'm gonna pound on the door like 3 or 4 times, loud enough so that it should be able to echo through the house.
Okay, there is no reaction. What on? Oh, that's cool.
That's not terrifying.
No. Ill
Are
Doctor
you looking at
changed his
the
character.
I help.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Nothing happens from your knock.
Okay, so then I will attempt to pick the lock. So
Okay.
I'm assuming that's a dex roll
Yes.
plus
plus
proficiency,
your proficiency.
because I'm proficient in thieves tool thieves
Yes.
tools.
Is anyone else going to go up and hang out with him, or are you guys hanging back at the cart?
I'm near him.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask, is there anywhere we can park our carts that she may know of?
Well, since
Good
you
job,
have the
directing.
deed to the since you have the deed to the mansion, you own pretty much this entire area. So,
Including the town?
besides the plots that the houses are on, yes.
It's a +5, so that'd be a 10.
10. It's not a hard lock to open. It's a typical house lock. So,
First thing we need to change.
yeah.
So that means that
Right.
means I pick it successfully.
Yes. That means you picked it successfully.
So I will go in, open the door, And then once the door's open, I'll step inside and just shout out, "Hello? Is anyone here?"
Are we able to bring the cart up
Oh,
the
boy.
steps? Is it like
Not up the steps.
just like right to it?
Right to it, yeah.
Okay, we'll go ahead and do that, and then
I'm
I'm gonna follow him.
gonna walk up to the house and step in the door.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just
Okay.
pulling the carts close, and then walk in with him.
And I'm going to look around and see what I can see.
Our dark vision.
All right. Objects and tokens.
Oh,
So do I need to roll?
Nope, you're about to see it. All right.
Go.
So who's at the front door?
I am, and I think Centaura said she was, and
That's right
Tarzrak
behind him.
and Olgan.
and Olgan.
I'll go too.
All right.
We're gonna walk in like badasses though.
Review areas.
Slow motion, just kind of like walk in like we own the place.
What do you do on the place?
This is where you see a dragon, and it's oh.
So this is the entrance that you are able to see.
Let me zoom in on that.
Yeah, I know, right?
There's a reason.
Yeah, I know, but it's like. So we are where it says entrance. I'm assuming.
Right here at the door.
So is this outside, or where we're standing? Is it outside?
This is the front door.
Sorry, this one.
All right,
yeah.
so I'm gonna step into the entrance.
No, they don't have a key. Okay.
And start looking around.
Okay.
Are these? Let's see here.
Where's my character?
Are these like stairways?
Where's your character? Yes, they are stairways. Where's your character? Where did your character go?
Like,
Oh, there you are.
I was gonna step in too, but
Omen, are you not coming?
I'll go.
he's still sleeping.
There you go.
Sorry, I'm playing with art stuff.
Okay, so you said you're going up the stairwell?
I'm following the
Yeah,
money.
sure. I'll go up the stairs and see what I can see.
I'm gonna walk around.
Okay, so as you make your way to the doorway here, you are able to. Oh, sorry.
Breathe in
Review
poisonous
areas.
gas.
You're able to see the drawing room.
So, I'm trying to understand this
And if I
layout.
was
Is this like a
confused about
wall?
what room it was, I'm glad that they wrote on the floor. It says, or you
Yes,
see where it's written on the floor. It says drawing room.
I did this for the sake of
No, it's helpful.
keeping you guys from getting lost.
Yeah. So is this like a wall where I'm at? Like this would be a wall.
Yes. The stairs go up and to a upper platform
Okay.
here. So, this is a doorway. That's a doorway.
Okay.
And did we bring?
Nope.
Did you bring what?
Say that again.
Alita?
Yeah.
Alita?
If you would like to, yes. She can
Okay.
follow you in.
So I think that's a good idea because I got questions.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, as they're talking to her, I'm gonna come to this doorway. And look through.
Okay.
And I'm gonna come to this doorway.
Okay.
Okay. And while they're doing that, I look at Alita and I say, "Was it this rundown when you left?"
When we left, no, it really was not.
And are you sure it's only been a few months? Because this looks
It's
like
been a few months since I've been home, not a few months since I've been inside of the building.
how long has it been?
It's been a few years since I've been in here.
And I'm assuming the door's up here on this one.
No, those are windows.
Okay.
How long has
Is
it
there
been
any
since you've seen? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
How long has it been since you've seen the owners, the previous owners?
It's been a few years at this point.
So you
But,
guys
well,
ran
a year or so
you ran the winery without any contact with the owners?
for a short time. Yes.
This is this a window?
So
It is.
I said, is this a window or a door? And you said,
Oh, I'm
it
sorry. I
is.
only heard, "Is this a window?"
Yeah, you cut out on the door part.
Yeah.
So this is. Is there any doors in the room I'm in?
No.
Okay. Well,
No, you.
Any of the doors in the dining room?
There is right here. Right here.
Okay, I will continue exploring then.
Okay.
I'll look through this window, see if I can see anything.
You can look out that window and see the backyard, or the vineyard, rather.
All right, I'm gonna start walking back this way, slowly.
Oh, sorry. That did not do what I wanted it to. There you go.
Ooh.
Turtle planned.
This place is a mess.
Does this place seem smaller than it should for being a mansion?
This is only the first floor.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I haven't seen any other stairways.
That's what I'm.
Basement right
that's the
there.
road. Is
Oh.
yeah.
The stairways are actually in the drawing room. It's just you
Okay.
can't see them from here. So.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I'm trying to.
Unfortunately, that layout portion wasn't particularly well done.
You're good. Yeah, I was just like. So
Have
maybe
we
like right here.
completely explored the first floor?
Sort of. There's a stairwell right here, but every one of these little tiles here that you see is a 5x5. So if we are to get into an encounter or anything, I will be blowing this map up to fit the room. This is purely for exploration purposes right now.
Oh wow. Okay.
Tent.
I'm gonna go to the stairway at the bottom of the pantry.
I'm following the rogue.
Okay, so you are. You're able to walk down and see this. Cold room and the boiler room. Okay, so are you, I take it the ones that are in the drawing room are wanting to head upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So that would put you here. You know what, for brevity's sake, I'm gonna reveal the layout so that you aren't just searching for Lord knows how long.
He called us slow. You hear that?
Ugh.
Oh, that's so pretty. Would this hole be where this table is then?
Yes, it would.
Okay.
And that table is actually the upper floor that you're looking
I
at.
figured.
So you have a rather large mansion here.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't really see stairs. Kind of hard to see. Yeah, tiny. Are they hidden?
Stairs here, which would
Has
be.
anybody ever seen that Tom Hanks movie, Money Pit?
Yeah.
Y'all were gun ho about buying this.
My dad used to be able to do a long time ago. My dad used to be able to do a perfect impersonation of Tom Hanks's laugh when the bathtub falls to the floor, and it used to scare my cousins to death.
I'm gonna.
All right.
So, what's in the cold room?
That's what I was about to say. I'm gonna investigate the cold room to see what we can find.
The cold room currently. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Oof.
Ugh,
Oof.
that's not gonna be good for me.
9, 12.
12. All right. So
15.
You got a 15.
15. Okay, so with that roll, you would be able to discern that there is several boxes of rotten meat.
Yummy.
This is essentially the refrigerator,
Okay.
but with it being pretty much locked out for over a year, there's not a
So-
whole lot that's in good shape right now.
Where would the spring be then?
The spring that's running from underneath the house?
Yeah.
Underneath the house. Aren't these basements
There's
like
not
cellars?
really any signs of it here.
What are these, Beard?
That's the entrance to the cold room.
Okay. And this one?
That's the other side.
Okay. Just got it. I'm gonna head back up.
Okay, I'd like to go back outside
Okay.
and walk around the house and see if I can see where the spring used to be.
Is her name Alita, right?
Alita, yes.
I'm assuming she's up here with us. Do you know where this spring is?
I honestly don't know where the spring feeds from. All I know is it runs underneath the house.
You know of any possibly secret passages or notice anything weird that happened here while you worked here?
The previous owners were rather secretive. If they knew where it was, then they would have definitely hidden the access to it somehow. Um, you could search and see if you notice anything off. It's kind of
Sorry.
hard to tell if anything's off in its current condition, though.
Did you ever see them walk into one room specifically, like a lot?
Um,
Or rather,
Mm.
curious as to why they were going in there?
Not in particular. They spent a lot of time in the library and in the main room here. But that was for, Your doctor went, library? And that was mostly for just ease of, ease of use and ease of communication. Oh, did you have any other questions for me?
That's it, thank you.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to take my leave and go back to my home for the first time in a very long time.
Sorry, I was muted. Wow.
Oh.
No, I want to know what the room that the library floor has fallen into was.
That was the ballroom.
Okay.
Doesn't look like there's much ballroom there anymore, though.
Did they have any visitors or anything before they stopped responding, or?
No. The lady kind of fell into an odd depression. Seemingly went a little mad while she was here. Before we lost all contact with her. Is there anywhere that any of you would like to investigate?
How do I get into the library?
Yeah, I wanted to.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say.
wanted to go back outside
Doorway.
Just right there.
and
Okay.
look
Walk right
around
in.
where the spring comes out of the house. Comes
Okay.
out from underneath the house.
Okay, roll an investigation check on that.
Okay.
All right, Ill Doctor, is there anything that you want to actually investigate the library?
Um.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'd actually like to. I don't know. Check the bookcases for maybe a secret switch or something, or just a relevant book.
Okay,
was-
go ahead
yeah,
and roll
I
an
was-
investigation check there.
I was doing the
Investigation.
same thing he was.
Okay, both of you.
+1.
7. Okay. Oh.
What happened to our rolls?
Can I use favor of the gods? Roll again.
Do you have that right now?
Yeah. Yes.
Go ahead.
All right.
This is also a bookwork investigation, so you do have advantage here
It's only for saving throws
for saving throws.
and attack rolls. Is that not? Is that
No,
going to
no,
apply?
No, the advantage for studying bonus.
Oh, I can use that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Big
Then.
old nerd.
Oh, so I just roll 1d20 then, or 2.
Yeah. Just roll another d20 there. Oh, there we go. So that's a 19?
I'm adding investigation. Yeah, 19.
Okay. Turfolk, what are you rolling for?
I was investigating this master bedroom, but apparently I stumbled and fell before I got there.
Like, yep, this is the bedroom.
Okay, Drakentosh, all you're able to discern is that there is in fact a stream coming from underneath.
Oh yeah.
Coming from a rather small diameter pipe. And let's see, Ill Doctor. Looking around, you notice that every book in this library is on some form of healing magic or medicine. You gather that she was probably hoarding different books that she could use in order to attempt to save her husband.
Okay. Should I do another investigation check to see if there's like a specific book that would maybe apply to the situation or call out to me?
No. As of right now, nothing in the library in
Okay.
particular calls out to you. Drakentosh, are you coming back into the house, or are you?
Sure, why not? I'll go back down. I want to go back down to the cold storage and cold room, and I want to do an investigation check. Might as well. I want to look for like secret entrances and trip doors and stuff like that.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation check on that. Woo!
Decent.
Very nice. You do not see any hidden entrances or exits to the room other than a small drop chute that looks like it's a quick way to get food in and out next to the stoves up here.
Okay.
And that being said, all the doors to the house slam shut.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what?
Are they locked?
They are locked.
Dang.
But I
Common.
didn't
Open the
get to
door.
do my thingy.
You didn't want?
I didn't get to say what I wanted to do.
Oh, well, what did you want to do?
Oh, I want to investigate the skeleton on the floor.
There's a skeleton?
Yes. There's a
Weird.
skeleton.
Oh, I can't even. I'm blind.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll an investigation check on it. $11 plus?
14.
14. Okay. On this particular skeleton, you find a short sword, just a very basic short sword. Looks like it's dinged up. It's been here for a little while. And about the body, you find 50 gold pieces.
Okay, can I tell how he died?
There are no physical marks on him, to establish how he passed.
So with the doors slamming shut, does that mean I'm stuck in here?
No, the doors to the outside of the house slam shut.
Okay.
But do we know that yet?
Omen would know that, and you being in the basement would also know this because there are doors here and here that, even though they've fallen off their hinges, seem to slam shut.
Oh, good. So,
It makes sense if you don't think about it.
as soon as it slams shut, I'd like to go and see if I can reopen it or see if it's locked, and if so, can I attempt to pick it to get them back open again?
It is locked. You can attempt to pick it if you would like.
Okay. So that would be +5. Oh my god. It's the same roll that I used last time I tried to pick a lock.
Unfortunately, this time it does not work. Omen, you would be standing directly in front of the door as they slam shut behind you.
So I'm gonna head back towards, look for other people, and to tell them about what. Just, I guess first one I find will be Tarzrak.
Okay.
So is it just the outside doors that slammed, or all the doors?
Just the outside doors. Outside doors and windows are all shut.
So the door's right next to me.
Yes.
I'm trying to open it.
They are stuck shut.
So I point out the dead body.
Okay.
So, seeing the, wreckage of the house around us, I'm going to use my primeval awareness
Okay.
to see if
And
there's
that.
any. Are you asking what it does?
Yeah.
So, for 1 minute, so I'm going to expend a spell slot here. I can see within 1 mile, which obviously is going to be within 1 mile. Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. I can sense them.
You get 3 pings on the undead.
Nope.
I have to go dehydrate. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm going to work the dwarf and tell him we need to head back to the rest of the group.
All right, I'll follow.
All right. So where are you all meeting?
Well,
I'm gonna head back downstairs.
yeah, I'm going to grab her.
Okay.
Bill Doctor. I'm going to run grab him.
All right. While everybody is dehydrating, I suggest we all take a dehydration break for a couple of minutes.
I literally just did that.
Oh, okay. And
Good
everyone is
timing.
still awake, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I've been making like art for everyone.
Gotcha.
Transparent stuffs.
Like pretty colors?
Kinda.
All right.
While Trent's gone, let's draw on the map.
No, I'm not leaving. I was giving the option of it.
He's getting ready for us, so we could take a dehydration break.
Yeah. Since Roach was leaving for a minute.
Okay, so
Wait, Tarzrak, why do you only have 20 more minutes?
I have a very early day tomorrow.
Oh,
Boo!
it's gonna be
Oh no.
super short tonight.
You're gonna leave on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I know, but it's it's a family thing, so
I mean, it's not gonna be as big of a cliffhanger as the Hydra, but
That's true.
Sorry about that. What's up? What's happening?
We've got about 20 more minutes on stream. Tarshark has to call it a short night.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so everybody is gathering in one room. I'm assuming you're not trying to hang out the windows.
Nope.
Okay.
So, has anybody found anything other than the dead body in the kitchen?
They had an extensive library of healing books, if that matters.
Scarlet says no notice, no dice.
I found nothing.
Nothing. No.
Except I can sense undead near us.
Can you sense where?
No. Just that they're within a mile.
Within a mile. That could be outside the house.
True, but
Given what just happened,
At this point where we're at, can what just happened?
the doors and windows have shut us in.
I'm gonna look at the snake and be like, I think they may be in the house.
Oh goodness. Okay. Did anybody check this particular room?
Which room? Sorry.
The one that you're in currently.
I didn't do an
I don't think
investigation, but I
anybody
walked
did.
through this room.
I think we all just walked through it.
I didn't know. I thought it was like just, but yeah, no. We just walked through it.
Is
We're
it
like, man,
something
it's like
perception would pick up on?
Hmm?
Something perception would pick up on?
No.
Oh. Let's see. Investigation.
my investigation's a 13. Passive.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Oh, mine's...
I don't find anything.
Pentara. You're like, this is a room?
I'll do one. Might as
Okay.
well. Oh,
Oh, jeez.
Ooh.
I got an 18. That's a minus
Woo.
1.
Drakentosh, you notice the bookcases in the right-hand side, lower right-hand side of the room. After hearing Ill Doctor mention the healing books. Let's see. So, with an investigation check of an 18, you would notice that there is one that is placed in backwards. A handful of healing books. The one that you can't read the title of, and then another one that says, "When all hope fails."
Okay, I'd like to go remove the book that's placed in backwards. Does anything
Okay.
happen?
Nothing happens. Would you like to take a look through the book, or read
Is
the
this
title
the
of
one
it?
that I can't? Yeah, I'll read the title of it.
Okay. This one is called A Partner's Bond. Squeak.
Sorry.
Okay,
Is there one that says 50 Shades of Grey Cloak?
can I take the book that I can't read the side binder of, or whatever it's called?
The one that you can't read the side binder of?
He can't read the
The one that's
title of.
backwards?
He can't
Yeah,
read
that's
the title.
the one that you picked up.
Oh, okay. And then, let's see here. What was the other book you mentioned?
When all hope fails.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take When All Help Fails.
Okay. All right. Would you like to inspect either of those books?
Sure, I will inspect both of them. What do I need to roll another investigation?
No. Okay. Going through the When All Hope Fails book, you gather that there are a lot of runes and sigils and markings that you don't recognize. Go ahead.
I will give the book to Ill Doctor.
Okay.
The nerd of the group.
Yep.
Basically.
And going through a partner's bond, you quickly notice that one of the pages is missing.
What page?
196.
Or does it
Ju-
matter?
It doesn't matter. They're not numbered, but one of the pages is missing. So you
Okay.
can gather that there is a spell missing from the book.
Okay, I'll give that book to Ill Doctor also. He may be able to do more with it than I can.
Okay.
Will me studying it have a different effect potentially?
Which one?
Which one did you hand me? The all hope fails?
I actually handed you both, but I handed
Both?
you All Hope first, and then a Partner's Bond second.
Let's just do both. We'll start with the all hope.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check on it.
And with the advantage, it's 2d20 at that point, and I pick the better,
2d20.
or okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both suck.
Plus 1 is 11.
11. Well, with your background, you would be able to know that one of the books is a dive into necromancy.
Okay.
A sharp dive into necromancy.
How sharp?
Higher level than somebody messing with typical healing magic should be looking at.
Perfect.
I want this book.
Very, very out of place. Well, technically it's yours because you guys own this place.
Also, don't forget to read it.
Yeah, I'll have to reread it later.
Are those considered magic items?
No, they are not. They are purely studying books.
Hmm.
And then roll for the second book, the partner book.
Yes.
19 plus 1 is 20.
All right. All right. So you are able to gather that the missing spell fell. These were all done alphabetically, and the missing spell was an S spell. It looks like it was torn out hastily, and potentially used as a last-ditch attempt in haste. Now, what are we going to do from here? Are you going to stretch out and see if you can find anything, or are you going to stay together?
Isn't doesn't the dragon have some sort of light spell or something that can show us where undead are or something like that, like a radiant spell?
I do not. I mean, I have a light spell, but it literally just casts a light.
I have a magic lamp.
But I don't have anything that will let me find undead. I mean, I'm sure some of my spells work better against them, but
I can imagine I'm up here with these guys at this point. I'm gonna do Divine Sense.
Okay. That does.
Shows good or
As
evil,
an
right?
action, you can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the howl, spell, or location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet.
And 60 feet.
Uh-oh.
You get 60 feet. You would get one hit on that.
Does that include up and down?
That does.
Can you tell where?
Oh no.
Does
Like,
it tell
is
you
it like
where?
radar? It'll tell you the direction of the undead,
I
or
also
just
says
that, hey, there's something near me?
that is not behind total cover.
It's not behind total cover.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Unfortunately, you would not be able to tell exactly where it is.
I got
Okay,
it.
so behind a wall or a floor or something. It's not in this room.
So should we go up a floor and?
I
Didn't
think
you
we
say
should.
you found the body?
I think we should
There was a
inspect
corpse,
each
but
room.
it
Wait.
wasn't up and walking about.
I think we should inspect this room for like secret passages.
I just did an investigation on this room. That's how I found those 2 books.
Yeah, he did a rather good
Yeah,
investigation
he
on
got
this
a
room.
yeah, he got
Okay.
a pretty high one.
Okay. So check the ballroom out.
I'm gonna go to the dining room if somebody wants to go to the ballroom.
Okay. So we've got one going to the dining room.
I'll go to the dining room.
Okay.
I'm going to the ballroom.
All right. Anyone going anywhere else?
I'll go upstairs.
Bill Doctor's
Okay.
with me.
All right. Dwarf?
Anybody check this pantry over here?
Nope.
I'll go check out this pantry.
All right. And Omen?
Where did he go to get up the stairs?
Straight up.
Yeah, straight up. There's
Like
a
here?
stairwell on.
They're in the drawing room. You just
They're
can't
they're
see
in
them.
the yeah. They're, If
Okay.
you look up here, you can see the stairwells.
I'm gonna be chilling in the stairwell to where I can kind of like keep an eye out where everyone is.
Okay.
So
All right.
whoa.
All right,
What's in
Turfolk.
that pantry?
What isn't in there?
Found moldy bread.
Turfolk, you did find moldy bread. You found moldy all kinds of food in there. Anything that was not required to be kept cold is in there, but it is still decayed. You find rat turds in there from where they came in and ate before everything went south.
Is there any secret passages or anything?
There are not any secret passages. However, that being said, the doors to the drawing room slam shut. All 3 of them.
Oh, okay.
It's trapped in
Use
there.
thaumaturgy.
As you
yeah, I
begin
think Omen's the
here,
only one actually in there.
yeah,
I can come back down the stairs.
That's true.
you begin to hear whispers behind you.
Behind me?
Yes, you.
Of the ominous sort.
Are they ominous whispers?
They're not
Like,
quite like your thaumaturgy. They're more like.
all I heard was.
Yeah, that's all I
Exactly.
heard.
Are we fighting a ghost with asthma?
Phasmophobia.
I'm gonna swap behind me. Like what?
Okay. As you swap behind you, you feel a cold touch.
Ew.
Let's see.
Damn
And
hand. Uh-oh.
that is a 18 to hit.
To me? Oh.
Yes.
Yes. Ow.
Okay. So that is 2d6 plus 2.
Oh no.
Oh no. That's
Oh,
2
no.
6s.
Oh no no no.
So that is 14 points of damage, of necrotic damage to you with the strength
Ow.
drain action. Target strength score is reduced by 1d4.
Strength score being like my little skill thingy.
Yes, and that is a 2.
Okay.
The target dies if this reduces its strength to 0. Otherwise, the reduction lasts until the target finishes a short or long rest.
Wait, what?
And now you can roll initiative. Actually, let's see. You had 20 minutes, and that is 20 minutes. So we will start back here next week.
Oh my gosh.
Of course.
What about if it hits 0?
If it hits 0,
Die.
the target dies.
If my strength modifier hits 0?
If
Not
your
modifier,
strength
your strength score hits 0.
score.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, no.
Yeah. So now any strength-based attacks are down by 2. So go ahead and note that in your notes somewhere that you are down by 2.
You know what? None of my attacks are strength based because charisma, baby.
All right. And that being said, we're going to call the stream there, and we'll be back next week with the same chaos. See you later.
More chaos.
I've had half my life taken by a ghost bitch slap.